You're welcome to Married Grace Academy channel. This is that channel where we upload videos on relationships and parenting. But then today, I'll be taking you on 10 principles that you need to apply to your relationship so your relationship can thrive. This is actually the last episode. I had the first one last week. You might want to check it out. Yes, so today I'll talk about principle of commitment. Yes. How committed is your partner to the vision of the relationship? Halfly committed? 50%? 70%? 80%? Or 100%? Yes, you don't need that partner that is less than 100% committed to your vision. Because if he or she is doing less now, by the time she gets married or he gets married to you, it's going to do what? Worse. Because now marriage will now come with a lot of responsibilities that can shook up, and then there will be legitimate excuses for why I'm not being committed. It's not like it's intentional. Yes. But you see, if he or she is going to be committed, it's right there in the relationship. You will know. So this person has got to be sold out to the vision of that relationship for it to thrive. And this is where commitment comes in place. We talk of commitment in the area of praying that the vision comes to limelight, commitment in the area of giving resources needed, whether finances or energy or advice, intellectual support to make the vision to thrive. Very important. The next today is the principle of friendship, or you want to call it principle of companionship. One of the keys that makes relationship, and especially marriage relationship, to last long is when you are built together this principle, the principle of friendship. Are you your friends? Beyond the fact that you are lovers, you should be your friends. That there is no secret you are hiding away from your partner. Like, don't let him hear. If he hears, that's the end. That is not your friend. You should be in a relationship with somebody that you can be open to without being ashamed. The scripture says something about Adam and Eve, that both of them were naked and they were not ashamed. That's because this principle has come to play in their lives. That you also need. Another principle is the principle of faithfulness. The scripture says a faithful man who can find? Very scarce. And you see, that testimony too was said about the virtuous woman. There are so many women that have done valiantly, but you have done so much more, surpassingly beyond all of them. That's virtue. And that's the kind of lady you need. That's that other kind of man you need, a faithful man. This person should be faithful to the core. Not faithful until you buy me a car. Not faithful until you are no longer doing what you've been doing before, like taking me to go and eat in the eatery, buying me clothes and undies. The moment you stop, I stop being faithful. That's not the kind of person you need. You need such a person that is faithful, whether you have plenty or you have less. When you have big things, when you have small things, regardless of your material possession, this person is still faithful. That is the principle that can make your relationship to thrive. And then the fourth today is the principle of labor and rewards. What are you sowing into your relationship that you don't expect to come back to you 100-fold? Then you should be weary of such things. Stop sowing such things. Maybe like bad words. You be bad guy. I don't even like you. All those kind of words that does not edify. Because by the time those words will germinate, you don't want to see the result. It's going to be very big. So your words are seeds and they are also labor. Your input into making the relationship to thrive, whether in forms of energy or financial capability or even prayers, they are also what? They are labor. By the time the reward will come, both of you will reap it. Very important that you ensure that you are ready to labor in the place of prayer, in the place of putting in the intellectual work that is needed to make the vision to thrive, in the area of putting energy, the sagacity that is needed to make that relationship thrive. This principle is what will help you, even right there in the relationship. And even by the time you get married, it will surely help you. Because marriage itself is a reward and also it's hard work. Hard work, yes, but then you will see the result of the hard work. And what is that? Reward. So be wary of the kind of seeds you are sowing into your relationship, because it will come back in greater dimension. The last I'm talking about today is the principle of building. Building. Every house is built by God. The builder of all is who? Is God himself. Every man builds house at one point in time or the other, but the chief builder himself is God. And you see, the scripture says something about a virtuous woman, and that wise woman, that she's such that builds her own home. If you are going to successfully build your home, it starts from while you are in that relationship. You must ensure that you are ready to build that relationship to thrive. Don't aim at, even I'm not sure whether this relationship will work. I'm not sure. Let me try. If things are not working, I'll just back out. You already have made up your mind. And as a man thinks in his heart, so he is. So you must ensure that you are involved in building the vision, the life of your partner. Very important. Ensure that you don't leave your partner the way you met him or her. Was he a good person? By the time you are in that relationship, you should become better. By the time you get married, it should be from one level of glory to another. Because you are putting in values, you are putting in treasures, you are putting in everything you know into this person. And that is true for you as a guy, and also true for you as a lady. Alright, so today I've spoken about 5 other things which are the principles that will help your relationship to thrive. I've spoken about the principle of commitment, the principle of companionship, the principle of labor and reward, and then the principle of building. Yes. There's no how you put in all of these principles into your relationship and your relationship will not thrive. Yes. I know you've gotten values, lots of values from today's edition. And I'd like you to do me a favor, subscribe to this channel. And then what next? Turn on your notification bell. Share this video with your families and friends. And then like this video so it can reach out to so many people. And then I will see you in my next video. Thank you for coming. Bye for now.